So check this out, guys. This is some small stuff that is really important for MMA, and it's also important for jiu-jitsu too. It's mostly about putting your, and I'll give you 2 examples on it, and I'm sure there's a lot more examples, but it's mostly just when you get your arm stuck in the wrong position. Now, you probably shouldn't have had your arm there in the first place, but if it happens, you want to know what to do. Especially for MMA, you get tired, you get stuffed in mount, or you get stuffed in side control, and maybe the guy passed, like for instance, like Brett's down here, and maybe I'm passing his guard, I get like a knee slice, and his arm gets caught out here, right? So see where his arm's at? Now this is, if I was able to pass with the underhook with this arm, just like this would be beautiful for me. There's a ton of different things. Like Marky Mark, he likes to step over. Triangle is groin right in your face and then hit arm bars. And then there's a lot of different ways I could lift this piece up, turn this into an arm bar myself, right? So with that underhook there, a ton of stuff, right? Also for MMA, big plans on getting our MMA squad together when we get back, right? But if that arm gets trapped over here, a lot of times people keep their arm down. Sure, you're working across, going mount, going arm triangle, because you already got it jacked up. It's already there. It's already there, taking that path, right? But sometimes, you know, in an MMA fight, maybe you don't want to go mount right away and you got his arm trapped. And a lot of times they'll have this arm here trapped already, and they'll just, you know, give you one of these lazy boy Johns and start hitting them here. You've seen this happen a couple times in the women's fights where they eventually stop the fight. I can't think of some of the other actual fights where the person just beats the hell out of them. Again, step over and then piece them up. I know Jim Miller, Brian McLaughlin, real big on that stuff. So switch with me real quick. So this is just from side control. Let's say this happens and you get your arm stuck here. Your number one thing is to get your arm back. Now, Brett's being a good partner. I can't just get my arm through. So I have to do something, some bump or something, right? JM's will talk about leaning on the door, but if he never gives me that, I want to get my arm back so I can get that frame in his neck. One way I can maybe armpit or hit him here like this, get him to go that way. So that way I can pull my arm back in, and then I can work back to my frames so I can start just working back to my guard, right? Easy stuff. Or, right, it's another option. I know Gabe showed me this one, is just using my bicep, almost like, you know, just smashing him in the face here, right? Like a Heisman or maybe a hit stick in Madden 96 where you just use the bridge, right? And just boom, blast his head this way. And I maybe only got a second to just pull my legs back in and get back to my overhook. Now I can start playing rubber guard, piecing them up, right? Same thing to be said for mount, right? If he has mount on me, I'll just do this one, right? And he's got that underhook and he's ready to go arm triangle and he's ready to lock it up like Uncle Zach here. Right here is too late. He's already got it. I'm not gonna get my arm back probably, right? Unless I have like an extremely explosive bridge, right? But if I'm trying to keep my arm down if I can, when he starts trying to work my arm up, I get to about here, I better use that same movement. First of all, get my legs out of here. We use that same movement to bridge, pull that elbow back. You know, when he goes to get back to mount, that's a perfect chance for me to start trying to work my escapes, right? Trying to bring my legs in or something like that, right? So do that one more time, right? So he's got the underhook. I'm trying to keep my arm down right about there. You better hit that armpit, boy. Boom, get that arm back in. Now when he comes back in, now I'm back here ready to get my elbows in, work some of those other escapes that we worked before. Who knows what's gonna happen, right? So just keep that in mind. When your arm gets trapped and it's in the no-go zone, right? You better make a bridge or make a bump, try to hit him, try to blast him the other way to try to get that elbow back in the right position. All right, practice that. You dig? I don't know what to say at the end all the time.